And once you reach level 12, use Kazuryuzen 9-headed Dragon Flash at every combat. Your 9 attacks may not hit all the time, but it's fun to use. Hello guys, Genuine here of Genuine Gaming, and here is my Kenshin Himura build for Baldur's Gate 3. This is not an overpowered build, but a thematic one. Even though this is only a thematic build, you can play this build on Tactician difficulty. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like, and for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos, subscribe to the channel. Overview. Kenshin Himura is the protagonist of a Japanese manga series entitled Rurouni Kenshin, also commonly known as Samurai X. He is a wandering swordsman. Originally working as an assassin in the war, Kenshin now wanders in remote villages during more peaceful times. He now trying to atone and come to terms with many people he has slain with his sword. He is a master swordsman in the Hiten Mitsurugi Ryu style. In the comics, he is described as a fair-skinned man of below average height, slim build, and with a neutral face. He is also deceptively younger looking. With these descriptions, we are going to build Kenshin Himura basically as a fighter with a Battlemaster subclass. We are going to make the different maneuvers of the Battlemaster as the different move sets to the Hiten Mitsurugi Ryu style. I'm not so familiar with the Hiten Mitsurugi Ryu different move sets, but I know that one of its ultimate moves is called Kuzuryusen, 9-headed Dragon Flash, where the swordsman strikes 9 vital spots on the foe's body from a normal kendo stance. We can practically achieve these 9 attacks in a turn once per combat if we're going to give Kenshin Himura 11 levels of fighter. And so that Kenshin can use his dexterity modifier for his attack and damage rolls, he's going for a level 1 of Monk Dip. I play this build on Tactician difficulty and there's no need to respect this build, which is why this is ideal for roleplaying. Gear and equipment. Kenshin Himura does not wear armor, so we are going to rely on his Monk's and Armor defense, which would add his Wisdom modifier to his AC. So we are going to be careful of the gears and equipment he wears, as some helmets, gloves, and boots are considered as armor. If Kenshin would wear these types of gear, this would remove his unarmored defense bonus. So you're going to equip him with the best robe you can find. In Act 1, there is the Graceful Cloth, which increases Kenshin's dexterity by 2 to a maximum of 20. This robe also gives him the effect of the Cat's Grace spell, giving Kenshin an advantage to dexterity ability checks. This can be bought with Lady Esther in the Mountain Pass. Once you reach the lower city of Baldur's Gate, I suggest buying the Vest of Soul Rejuvenation in the Sorcerer's Sundress. This would give Kenshin AC +2 and other great benefits. In the comics, Kenshin wields a katana. The problem we have is that there is only one katana in Baldur's Gate 3, and it is only a weapon with +1 enhancement. But we could translate katana into a long sword, as they can deal the same amount of damage. In Act 1, there is the Folar Aluve in the Underdark, and Larithian's Wrath can be bought from Ajak Nijira in Krich Yilik. Late in Act 2, the Blade of Oppressed Souls, which can be looted from an area unlocked by the Necrotic Laboratory Mind Puzzle in the Mind Flayer Colony. Then in Act 3, the Blackguard's Sword, which can be looted by that which guards in the Ballast Crypt. As for the other gears, equip those gears that can increase his damage output or increase his AC. Build. In the character creation, we are going to pick Elf for Kenshin's race, as we are going to need the Elfin weapon training. This would give him weapon proficiencies for the long swords, short swords, long bows, and short bows, so that we could choose the Monk class for our character level 1 and still be effective with using a long sword. Anyways, the Elf race is perfect fit for Kenshin Himura. Don't give much of a bother being 1 level late of getting extra attack of the fighter, as he can compensate it with the available 2 flurry of blows per short rest, bonus on arm strike, and 1 action surge per short rest. For the background, we choose Outlander, Soldier, and Folk Hero. As for my case, I made him for my Dark Urge run, which was just perfect for his story. I'm not going into details for this to avoid spoilers. For his abilities, he gets Dexterity 17 and Wisdom 16. Put 14 points on Constitution for more survivability, and put 10 points on either Strength or Charisma. At level 2, we go for our first level of Fighter, and we're going to choose a Fighter through level 11. At first level Fighter, Kenshin is going to get Second Wind. This is a bonus action that can restore 1d10 plus character level of Kenshin's health. For his fighting style, he is going to get Great Weapon Fighting. When he rolls a 1 or 2 on a damage die for an attack with a two-handed melee weapon, that die is rerolled. This still works with a longsword because he is using it as a two-handed weapon. That is what a versatile weapon means. You can use it one-handed or two-handed. If we are using a longsword without a shield or an offhand weapon, it is automatically considered as two-handed. This is the only choice that he has because the defense fighting style does not work for Kenshin because he is not wearing any armor. At level 3, he gets his second level of fighter. He gains Action Surge. It is a free action and it refreshes after a short rest. At level 4, we now get to choose our subclass. For Kenshin's subclass, we pick Battlemaster. When we pick Battlemaster, we gain 4 1d8 superiority dice. And for the battle maneuvers, if you're familiar with the Heiten Mitsurugi Ryo fighting style, you can choose for yourself the battle maneuvers that are quite close to the different moves of the Heiten Mitsurugi Ryo. If not, here are my suggestions: Disarming Strike, Fainting Attack, and Riposte. At level 5, since he has now 4 levels of fighter, we get to pick a feat. We are going to pick Charger. This will give him Charger Weapon Attack and Charger Shove. The Charger Weapon Attack will replicate the lunge attack of Kenshin Himura, wherein he lunges to strike the enemy and goes through them. Take note that this would cost an action and a bonus action. However, it still counts as an attack, so we can still have our extra attack if we attack this way. Another use of this move is that whenever we are surrounded by an enemy, we can use this charge attack as it does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Upon reaching this level, do not forget to beat Aunt Ethel and gain that +1 bonus to dexterity to make Kenshin's dexterity 18. Then you go to Lady Esther in the Mountain Pass to buy Graceful Cloth to boost Kenshin's dexterity to 20. At level 6, he now gets the extra attack feature of the fighter. At level 7, he now gets 6 levels of fighter and he gains the fighter's extra feat. For his feat, pick up alert to gain +5 bonus to initiative and can't be surprised. Great Weapon Master is also a good choice for this build. At character level 8, he gains an additional superiority die and get to choose 2 additional maneuvers. For his maneuvers, pick up Trip Attack and Sweeping Strike. At character level 9, since he now has 8 levels of fighter and gains another feat. This time, he is going to increase his dexterity to 20. This would prepare him for Act 3, as there are good robes available for Act 3 like, as mentioned before, the Vest of Soul Rejuvenation. This would not increase his dexterity for the moment, but it would make his dexterity remain at maximum when he changes graceful clothing to another clothing. At character level 10, he gains Indomitable. This ability would give us another chance of rolling a saving throw whenever he fails the first roll. At character level 11, he gains Improved Combat Superiority, which would increase his superiority die from 1d8 to 1d10. He also gains 2 additional maneuvers. Pick Rally and Menacing Attack. Push Attack is also a good choice, but I am not a fan of pushing enemy to the ledges as I would lose its valuable loot. At character level 12, he gains Improved Extra Attack. This would give Kenshin 3 attacks in 1 action cost. Now he can perform Kuzuryusen, 9-headed dragon flash. All he needs is to get hasted or drink a potion of speed. So he gets his first 3 attacks from his regular action, then another 3 attacks from the haste spell or the potion of speed, and then he has action surge for the last 3 attacks, a total of 9 attacks. If he is hasted by a companion, I suggest using the charge attack at the end for some flair. You cannot use this method if you drank a potion of speed, as it would cost you a bonus action unless you wait for your next turn. Gameplay. You play Kenshin as a typical battle master but a level later than the usual fighter. At the start, he has a decent AC even without armor, as he can get 16 base AC, 3 from Dexterity modifier, and +3 from Wisdom modifier. We can increase his AC to 17 if we give him the Ring of Armor after we steal the Idol of Sylvanus from Maul. By level 5, his base AC would increase to 18. Aunt Ethel's Hair, +1 AC, and Graceful Clothing, +1 AC. Then, in Act 2, You can buy the Cloak of Protection from Quartermaster Tali in the last Light Inn. This would make his AC a total of 20. Do not be afraid of using Kenshin's maneuvers, as it will not cost him a superiority die if he misses. And he is going to get everything back after a short rest. Disarming Strike would make enemies with powerful weapons weak. Tripping Attack would make your enemies prone, giving Kenshin an advantage on his next attack as long as the enemy remains prone. And once you reach level 12, use Kazuryuzen 9-headed Dragon Flash at every combat. Your 9 attacks may not hit all the time, but it's fun to use. Start your attack with trip attacks. Once prone, it will be easy to hit them. So that's about this Kenshin Imura build guide. See you in the next video. Ciao!